Civil Services Mains, IFS and GATE Aerospace exam. And in the previous video we started one question from Civil Services 2025, and that question was, reading this question again, a centrifugal compressor is to be designed for an industrial application handling air inlet stagnation. Conditions are P01 1.1 bar, P01 295 Kelvin, air and the air enters the eye of the impeller axially without any pre-work. The axial velocity is uniform throughout the eye and is equal to 143 meter per second. The eye tip and root diameters are 0.3 meter and 1.15 meter respectively. Calculate the mass flow rate of air. The overall diameter of the impeller is 0.5 meter. The power input factor is 1.04 and the slip factor is 0.9. The rotational speed of the compressor is 290 revolution per second. The isentropic efficiency of the compressor based on total head is 0.78. The radial velocity at the impeller tip is 143 meter per second. Assume that half of the total losses occurs in the impeller. Determine the pressure ratio and the power required to drive the compressor. Also determine the axial depth of the impeller channel at the periphery of the impeller. Draw the TS diagram showing the variation of both static and stagnation pressure and temperature in the impeller and the diffuser. For air, gamma is equal to 1.4 and Cp is 1.005 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Kelvin. So this was the question, and we started from that is 1.1 bar and stagnation temperature 295 Kelvin. From this we find out the static temperature, that was come out as 284.82, and using isentropic relation we find out the static pressure. The static pressure comes out as 0.9777277 bar at the inlet, and then we found out this density using state equation, and then found out mass flow rate by using rho A CA1. CA1 was given as 143 meter per second. So A was this 0.053 that we have calculated. Okay, so mass flow rate was 9.01 kilogram per second, and then we calculated impeller tip speed, that is pi, impeller diameter to 290. So that was they come out as 455.5, and from this we equated the work supplied to the compressor with the thermal energy increase of the compressor. So from this we got the stagnation temperature that was come out as 193, and the final stagnation temperature or at the exit of the diffuser comes as 488 Kelvin. Okay, and assuming T03 dash as the temperature, if the process was isentropic, then it was considering the isentropic efficiency was come out as 445.54. Okay. Then we obtain pressure ratio by using isentropic relation. So that was your 4.23. Okay, and radial velocity was given at the exit, that was 143, and one component at the exit is sigma into u, so that was 410 meter per second, and C2 finally that was the velocity at the exit of the impeller was C2 square was CR2 square plus CW2 square, so that is 143 square plus 410 square, or C2 square by 2 Cp came out as 93 per kg. Okay. So up to that we have scored. So that is the dynamic temperature at the exit of the diffuser, exit of the impeller. Okay. So now it is given that half of the losses occur in the impeller and half of the losses occur in diffuser, and efficiency of the compressor is given as 0.78. So losses are 1 minus 0.78 total losses, as half of the losses are occurring in the impeller, so losses in the impeller are 0.11. Okay. So the efficiency of the impeller would be, so losses are 0.11, so efficiency of the impeller is 1 minus 0.11, that is 0.8. Okay. So this is the efficiency of the impeller part. Okay. So now the stagnation temperature rise is in the impeller is T02 minus T01. Okay, and uh, this T02 will be equal to T03 because there is no stagnation temperature in diffuser. Okay, so in the impeller part, if we take isentropic compression, then the stagnation temperature is T02 dash minus T01. So we divided by impeller isentropic efficiency, then it will be equal to actual stagnation temperature rise in the impeller. So as T03 is equal to T02, okay, so T03 minus T01 or T02 minus T01 is 190, okay, and efficiency is 0.89. So that will be equal to T02 dash minus T01, and T01 is at 290. So from this T02 dash comes out as 466.77 km. Okay, so now we can apply the isentropic relation in the impeller part to find out the stagnation pressure increase in that part. Okay, so that is P02 by P01 is equal to P02 dash by P01 with for gamma by gamma minus 1. So this will come out as 1.582 report 3.4. Okay, so now the static temperature at the outlet of the impeller will be at T2 is equal to T02 minus T2 square by 2Cp. So that will be here because T02 is your 488, or that is equal to T03, and this we have calculated 93.8, so this will come out as 394.2 Kelvin. Okay, from this we can calculate P2 by P02 by applying isentropic relationship. P2 by P02 is equal to T2 by T02 raised to power gamma by gamma minus 1, and T2 is your 394.2 Kelvin, and T02 is your 488 that we have calculated. Okay, so from this P2 by P01, from this we can calculate P2. Okay, because P2 by P01, P2 we have P01 we have, okay, and we want to calculate P2. Suppose P2 by P01 we take, and if we divide it and multiply by P02, then it will be P2 by P02, and this will be P02 by P01, and P2 by P02 is this quantity, and P02 by P01 is this quantity. So P2 by P01 will be at 2.35, and P01 is a 1.5 bar, 1.1 bar, so P2 will be at 2.58 bar. Okay, after calculating P2 and after calculating T2, from this we can find out density at the exit of the diffuser, that is your 2.28 kilogram per meter cube. Okay, so now this is the density, and mass flow rate means constant, that is 9.01, and if we divide density by if we divide mass flow rate by density and radial velocity, because if you see the impeller, this is your impeller, and axial, suppose this is your axial depth, then area of this CR2 will be pi d into depth, so area will come out as 0.0276, and diameter is 0.5. Okay, so it will be, if we divide it by pi d, then it will be depth of impeller channel, that will come out as 1.76 centimeter. So our answers are pressure ratio 4.23, power required to run the compressor, m dot Cp T03 minus T1, so m is 9.01, Cp 1005, and this temperature is 193. So it will come out as 1746 kilowatt, and depth of impeller channel 1.76 centimeter. And this is the TS diagram that we have already discussed in a topic. Okay.